Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are. We thought we'd better do a roundup. I know it's been a bit of a hectic week for us, but there were some obviously tournaments finished at the end of last week, and we didn't really get to give them the credit that they were due. How are you doing, JG? You all right?
Yeah, mate, very good. Obviously, month end's over for us now. We've had other tournaments going on. So I feel like we've not really touched on the ones what happened last week. We had obviously one in Argentina. We had Rotterdam was the big one. And another man, yet again, winning these ATP tournaments. It seems to be following on from last year, and it's Andre Rublev.
Yeah, exactly. Andre Rublev, mate, winning his fourth ATP 500 in a row. So that's pretty incredible for somebody who came through the last year and was sort of the form man on the tour, wasn't he, Andre Rublev? He absolutely stormed it last year and had the most wins out of everybody on the tour. Joined with Novak Djokovic, yeah, granted, but he still was up there, and it looks like he's going to be doing it again. And he's even having a bit of luck this week, isn't he?
What's happening this week is ridiculous. He's not played a single minute out in Doha, and he's in the semi-finals. And semi-finals against just been a gut, I believe, because the team's been knocked out. Yeah. So I don't know, mate. He's looking favourite now for a final. And then the other one, you've got Taylor Fritz versus Bassashvili. I don't think anyone would have called that in the semi-finals in the bracket league. I'll be surprised if anyone had either of them two, to be fair.
Yeah, a bit bizarre, wasn't it? Obviously, Bassashvili coming back to a bit of form, it seems, which is pretty crazy, thinking this time, well, about 3 months ago, he'd on about a 12-match losing streak, and we never thought he was going to win again. He had all of this bad stuff in the press about his home life, all of this sort of stuff, but seems to have turned it around. The break's done him good. I think he looked really good today.
Yeah, no, I thought he did too. I know people were getting on to Federer. At the end of the day, he's played 2 matches, 2 3-setters in back-to-back. He's going to be struggling after not playing for 11 months. Can't be too harsh. I've been really encouraged seeing Federer come back, and I think we're still going to see a good year from him. Like he said afterwards, if he's feeling good for the grass court swing when we come up to Wimbledon and stuff, then I think he's going to be all right. And that's what his real focus is now, to try and get to 100% for that.
Indeed, mate. I was going to say, should we have a quick look? I'm just going to try and bring up the bracket from last week. Hopefully it's still on there, so that we can just go through and just have a look at that Rotterdam and see how Andre Rublev did get that title, which for me, he was probably wasn't the favourite for the tournament. But
no, I don't think many people would have thought he would have gone all the way and won that one. He had obviously stood a good chance. He had to beat Tsitsipas. He was the big other seed, but he didn't even make the final, did he, Tsitsipas?
No, exactly.
As you can see there.
He came up against Andre Rublev in the semis and lost in straight sets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it was one of those tournaments where Rublev, we did obviously the watch along for Rublev and Andy Murray. We weren't that impressed with Rublev, were we, against Murray? We're giving Murray a lot of credit, but it wasn't looking like somebody who could go on and win the tournament. And suddenly, after that Murray match, he had a sort of slip up against Charlie, but Charlie was playing some great stuff.
I don't think it was a slip up. I thought Sardi's playing well. You see, he's just beating Goffin. I really thought Sardi could have done well in this tournament, and I fancied him to beat Goffin, but Rublev was always going to be a bit too far. But he still showed encouraging signs in that one. But we need to talk about Rublev, because what he's doing right now on the ATP 500 is crazy. What's that, 4 in a row, I think you said?
Yeah, 4 in a row on the ATP 500. So now
and it's like when Medvedev drops out, really, you look at this sort of next pack of players, like the Zverev, Tsitsipas, and who's the other one?
Who's the other one? Medvedev?
And Medvedev. Yeah, them 3. He seems to be okay with most of them, apart from obviously Medvedev. Like, I really do fancy him against that sort of group. But he's beaten Tsitsipas now. It's very close between them, to be fair. But on the last few occasions, I think he's beaten Tsitsipas as well.
Yeah, well,
So
he beat him in that final, didn't he? Wasn't it in was it
Hamburg.
Hamburg? Yeah, that's it, on the clay. And that was a very close match, but he still got the better of him. And now he's got the better of him again here. He obviously just lost to him in the World Tour finals. He was so close, but Tsitsipas turned it round and drilled him in. And in the end, if he'd have won that match, he might have even qualified because he beat Dominic Thiem in the final match, which was a sort of a nothing match, but might have been more to it. He might have still beaten Thiem. It's close.
But on the subject of the bracket, we should probably give a shout out to the winner. The winner of Rotterdam was Yudi. Not a name I'm that familiar with. I've not got it up.
Should I bring it up on the thing so we can all have a little look at who won this bracket? So ATP brackets. So last week, will it show it on here? There you go. So you can see
Yudi with 46 points. I'm not sure who Yudi is. If you're in the chat right now, make yourself known because you've smashed it, mate. Honestly, well done. Really impressive. Well done to Jordan and Jax as well in second place. I'm pretty sure they both had Rublev. That's probably why they're so high. Definitely Jax did. Can I have a look at some of the picks?
I was up in 7th, mate. What happened to me? God, I did all right. Jax did very well. Jordan. God, there's some familiar names, isn't there? Always at the top. So, should we have a look at Udi's, you say?
Have a look at the picks. I want to see who.
I just want to see just the picks, yeah? Okay, just bear with me 2 ticks, mate. I just got to navigate my way around this thing.
We could just look at Udi's. I don't mind. no, you've gone off it. There we go. Look, that's a little group, the little Russian pack right at the top. Yeah. Everyone who picked basically Rublev did very well. Ollie Patton, Julian Arge, Jax, Jordan, and Udi. What was there? 5, 6 of them? 5 of them.
Yeah, mate.
Not bad.
I'm there with Medvedev. Let me down. What's that? If he'd have made it through to the final, I'm sure he would have won. Didn't make it though, did he? I had Rublev in the final against him, as you can see, as a lot of people had Rublev losing the final to either losing to Felix. Who had that one? Felix didn't have a very good showing, did he? Felix went out to Nishikori in the first round. So, and more troubles for Felix Auger-Aliassime, it would seem. Sorry, that's a repeat of the same word. I didn't realise that was going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, so Felix has just continued in that same way, really. A bit disappointing for him. But yeah, no, I thought let's just talk about Rublev, really. Yeah. We should just speak about how well he's playing right now. And he's back in another semi-final. I think he's one of the best of the rest. I know we have always keep saying it's very predictable now. Medvedev, for me, is right up there. Dominic Thiem as well. But Rublev, I just feel like when he's not playing the top guys, he's just super dangerous. If he gets up against the big three, he don't really fancy his chances yet. Mentally, he's not quite there. In terms of actual ability, though, I think the way he strikes the ball is just reminiscent of some of the top players in the game. And I think if he can continue to do that, we see what he did against Andy Murray. He wasn't even playing that great, but he finds a way to win. And I think that's what he's going to be. He always finds a way against anyone 50 in the world. So, and that's a really good characteristic. You can't say the same about Tsitsipas, Zverev, or not even Dominic Thiem or Medvedev. All of them lot, they play against someone 500, 100 in the world. Most times they win, but they've still got that little bit of eerie uncertainty around their game. With Rublev, he seems to be able to clean the lower ranked players up a lot easier than them.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? It's a bit of a strange sort of thing when he comes up against Medvedev. He's been playing so well in all of his other matches. You sort of expect it to continue, and then he sort of falls short, doesn't he, against somebody like Medvedev? He seems to have his number. But like you can see here, some of Andrei Rublev's form, obviously we're going back there. He had a 3-match skid there of losing, which is a bit uncharacteristic considering.
Yeah, that's the World Finals, mate, though.
Yeah, I mean, look back to how well he was playing. Look, we go all the way back. Look how much green there is on this. I mean, no wonder he's inside the top 10 now. You see some of the names he's been beating. It's absolutely incredible. Going up, you got like the likes of Dominic Thiem, Yannick Sinner, Sonego there, who was obviously knocked out Djokovic before that. So he was on a stormer until he came up against Rublev, got absolutely blitzed in that final, as we remember very well. And he started this year just as well. Look, ATP Cup, won it with Russia. Fantastic start to the year. And then Australian Open looked great up until the Medvedev again. And then in this Rotterdam tournament, I think he I think he looked great after that Murray match. He looked really good. I think that Tachadi tested him, but he passed the test. And then Tsitsipas, he looked even better. I think that was
that was his highlight, I feel.
I think that was his best match. I think the final, credit to Martin Fucsovics, who's definitely at least getting his name now out there. I think he needs that. He needs those sort of finals of events and stuff, just so that people start giving him some respect. Come on, this guy is always playing well against the big players, taking sets off the big players normally at Grand Slams, stuff like that. Didn't he take out Grigor Dimitrov, I believe, in a Grand Slam recently in 5 sets? So this guy can do it, and he's taken sets off like Federer and stuff at the Grand Slams too. So he's got all the ability. People just need to start stamping respect on Martin Fucsovics, because we talk about him all the time. You were the one who introduced me to him, not personally, but
I wish.
Yeah, but you were harping on about him all the time when I first met you, and I was like, God, you just kept going, oh, Martin, oh, Martin, he's what a legend, Martin. I was like, who's this Martin? And then we watched him at Wimbledon, didn't we? Great, playing Fabio Fognini, great player, Fucsovics. And if you haven't known about him before this event, then you definitely should know about him now, because he's one really to watch from Hungary, the home of our beloved Attila Balázs as well. But he's a lot higher up the pecking order there. And I'd be interested to see where his ranking actually stands now after getting to the final of that tournament, because I'm just going to try and bring it up now to have a quick look. As long as if you can give me 2 ticks.
I don't know where he's ranked right now, to be fair.
I'm just going to have a quick look. It's just going to be interesting to see.
The funny thing with him, did you see what he posted? Because obviously he's pulled out. He had Rublev, he drew him in Doha. You can see above that Gasquet one, and he pulled out of that one. And he posted a picture of him laying by the swimming pool with his top off, sunbathing. So I think he's quite chilled. He probably run away and thought, I'm not playing him again. I can't stand playing Rublev. He's just the most aggressive player there is. And just someone who's not going to give you any air on court. So I think he prefers just to have a little rest.
46th in the world. So he's gone up 13 places after finishing that final there.
Wait, what about, sorry?
46th in the world now. Yeah. But Andre Rublev, I think he couldn't have even pictured this, could he? He's like, I've just won a tournament. I'm probably a little bit tired. I've got to buy through one round. Is that enough? Have another buy. That's fine. To the semi-finals.
No, have another buy, then have another one. Go up.
It's like, how many are you going to get? And is he going to play one match this tournament? Is he going to win the tournament without playing a match? Has that ever happened before?
Mate, I don't think it's ever happened where someone's got to the semi-final without playing the match. So if you just go up slightly, mate.
Sorry. 1 second.
You can see there then, because you got Doha. So you've got the Gasquet one, just completely, got so lucky really. Just didn't had the day's rest and then had another done. And now he's got another day's rest. He's going to now be playing the semi-final against the Gut. Could this work in his detriment? No, that's the only thing, because the fact that he's not played on these courts yet, he doesn't really know anything to go off of. Whereas a Gut has been playing with some of the best, just beating Dominic Thiem, full of confidence and playing crazy good. I don't know if you caught any of that match, but I was watching the back end of it, and some of the shots from both players was just out of this world. 2 of my favourite players, actually. You know how much I like Dominic Thiem and a Gut, and they was just slogging it out, playing some ridiculously good stuff. I thought attacking wise, Dominic Thiem looked back to his best at times, just couldn't do the consistency. And a Gut was playing just, you know how well he can play. Yeah. We've seen it against Djokovic when he played him last year. He was playing at that level, but executing as well. And I thought his volleying at the net was one of the highlights. It was incredible. Couldn't pass him.
Mate, he's just one of these players I was speaking about earlier today, actually, and I was just thinking, he's a very frustrating player to watch, though, because I think he gives away about 20 break points in every single match, and it's just
because his serve's not quite there, really, to be one of the top players.
Yeah, consistent ground shots. He's probably one of the best on tour. He just literally turns the screw at the right times. He'll keep you in the rally, full sense of security, and just when you think, this guy's not really like hitting the ball too hard in these rallies, wham, like that is into the corner. All of a sudden, you're scampering, and then he's put it away. So he lulls you. He's just like a little sleeper, really, a Gut. And then just when you think that you're in the rally, he just finishes you off. It's a very, very interesting tactic, the grind tactic, which surprising against Djokovic that he comes out on top sometimes in a lot of those rallies.
Yeah, I think with this situation though, Rublev, Agut, everyone's saying it's a foregone conclusion now. Rublev's going to win this event. You'd think he would do. He's the favourite now, clearly. Personally, I think Agut's going to give him a really, really good match. I've looked at some of their head-to-heads in the past. Rublev's beat him on the last few occasions. But before that, there was a few tougher tests, and Agut did get the better of him. I think it's going to be a stern test. I reckon we could see 3 sets, and it's not going to be straightforward Rublev win. However, I do have him actually winning the bracket in Doha.
Well done for that.
So hopefully...
I think it's a good pick.
So it's not a bad one to have. So hopefully he can actually do that and beat Agut, although I think it's going to be tough.
It definitely is going to be very tough. But I think that anybody who picked, I'm sure Jax has probably got him there in the final again, probably winning it. And she's probably...
I'm not sure if Jax does. I remember Jax was laughing at me when I said he's going to win. There's a few people hating on it.
Well, exactly. And I've seen a few people commenting in the chat. We had Mary Sky. She was a bit worried that there was going to be more songs for Rublev when he wins the tournament. And you're a bit worried that now I'm bringing it up and it wasn't played at the beginning, that there might be something else coming. Yo, I did promise you something special. I've been working round the clock to try and bring you something. As it was Rotterdam, as there is a song called Rotterdam, as we know, I thought it was only fitting that we had another song to celebrate whoever won it. It could have been Martin Fucsovics. It wasn't. It was Andrei Rublev. So, everybody, let's just sit back and enjoy the winning song for Rotterdam.
Here we go.
Zverev in despair as Bublik when I'm knocked him out. And Felix had a mare continuing with his self-doubt. The return of Sarandi, exciting while it lasts. Got run over by Rublev, it fell away so fast. It's a poor tournament for Medvedev, where Zverev starts to moan, cause Rotterdam's a special place some players shouldn't have flown. But Rublev's in the zone. Rublev's in the zone. Nishikori reappeared and he didn't show no fear at all. Jeremy Charlie made a run, beating Humbert and the Garpo Fun. And here's the Martin Fucsovics, won the battle, not the war. Respect to that Hungarian, most underrated on the tour. It was the end here for Tsitsipas, hatching up had to groan, cause Rotterdam's a special place some players shouldn't have flown. Rublev's in the zone. Rublev's in the zone. Rublev's in the zone. Zone. Rublev's in the zone.
Hey, I love it. Rublev's in the zone.
He is definitely in the zone. And he was definitely in the zone once more. But I thought it was only fitting with Rotterdam. There had to be a song coming. And it's just weird. When Vienna came up, I was like, before the tournament, there has to be a song for Vienna. And then Rublev went and won that too. Maybe he just knows when I'm going to make a song and he just goes for it. That little bit extra.
Mate, I must admit, I loved it. I thought the lyrics were class. I loved all the graphics, and obviously the singing was excellent. We've got Ghazi there saying Ben is a next level singer.
Oh, well, thank you, Ghazi.
X Factor coming soon.
Not quite. Yeah, if there's a tennis X Factor, maybe.
And everyone else, table tennis enjoyed it. Mark enjoyed it. Thomas Rock. Mitrovic said he loves it.
Thanks, Mitrovic. Great to have you in.
And 12 Trouble 21 said, I couldn't hear JG's vocals. Was he strumming the guitar? No, I'm no part of the music side of things, unfortunately. But Ben's the expert, left into it. And no, that was class. And Jackie there now officially loves Ben. So
well, it's the second song for your man, Rublev. So he's going to have his own album, Rublev, I think, by this stage. Next year, he keeps up with these tournament wins. He's racking them up, isn't he? Just wonder if I'm going to get a chance to make a song for anyone else.
Well, let us know in the comments, guys. Who do you want us to do a song for next? And when I say us, I mean Ben. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do them that frequently. But if there is a player you would love to see a song for, I'm sure Ben would love to rise to the challenge. So obviously, the key is we want him to win a tournament. So we've got to wait for that to happen. But if you have a specific player you'd love to see a song made for, let us know in the comments. I know Thomas Rock, I can probably answer right now. It's going to be Public, which I'm not sure is going to float. I guess it could. Booblik.
There's going to be too many boobs and licks in that song for my liking. But
We've got Mary Sky. She wants to see a Medi one. Gregor's Bernard Tomic. Table tennis, Benoit Paire. Richard, I'd have to hit one for Fanini.
That would be a good one. I imagine a little Italian edge, like it's amore, it's Fanini, like that type of thing.
Yeah, no, that would actually work. But I'm not sure if Fanini's going to be winning the tournament anytime soon.
No, I can't see it.
This one could work though. Savante, could we do a song for Savante? Yeah, she's a really top talent. It would be good to definitely do one for her. But let's just see how it goes. And obviously, they've got to win tournaments. But talking about winning tournaments, let's get on to our next girl who's just won a tournament. And she's the young sensation, really, Clara Tauson. For you guys who don't know who she is, it's time to know because she is the real deal. And she's really burst on the scene now, I feel. Her first WTA tournament, and she wins the whole thing. People may not necessarily know who she is, but if you look at her through the juniors and some of the lower-ranked women's tennis, she's been doing it for the last year now, sort of under the radar. And now I generally believe this is her big breakthrough tournament. And maybe not like what we saw with the Cerundolo brothers. They've been a bit disappointing since. I think she's going to be here to stay. And we could see her in main draws and going deep in Grand Slams very soon. Don't call me, I'm not getting carried away. I really believe it. She's that good.
She is. I'm just going to bring up on the screen so that you can have a look. She obviously won in the final against Golubic in the final in Lyon, which was really impressive, to be honest. And you'll be surprised to know they actually played in a final in an ITF about a few months ago as well. Right. So I believe it was a few months ago. I went back through the record and it was a 3-setter. So you get to see how much she's improving and look at all the green on her record. And if you go back to I saw it on there. Saw it there. Yeah, Golubic there. Look, see in the final here. And she beat her in the final, won that tournament, and now she's played her again in an actual WTA final and won that one as well, but in straight sets this time. And you see how much she's won that ITF there. She won another ITF. She won, and then she won through the qualifying, and then went all the way on to win in Lyon. Absolutely incredible.
Such a good player. 18 years old as well, we need to add, from Denmark. Yeah. If you look at the juniors, she won the Australian Open juniors in 2019. She was a semi-finalist of the French Open in 2018. And I think it's hard for me to really say this, but I think in an interview, she came out and said her favourite surface is actually the clay courts. However, she's won an Australian Open and she's already won an ATP event on hard court. So I'm not sure. She seems to be very good at everything. And I think for me, this is very reminiscent of when Andreescu broke through. Yes. I'll put it in that high of regard. She's 96 in the world now. I see her by the end of the year, if she can keep this up and playing tennis injury-free, I reckon she's going to rise to 40s, top 40 for me. She's that good.
Yeah,
and I think she's really going to have a good breakthrough season, potentially even higher, if she can win another tournament.
Mate, I think that she has all the abilities to go to the top, well, even higher. And she's just got into, obviously, the top 100. I think sky's the limit. She's going to look at somebody like Iga Swiatek and think, she can do it at 19, then why can't I? She's got all the game. She's got a great drop shot. She's got aggressive forehand. I think that she has all the game to, as long as she just steers clear of any injuries and actually just doesn't get too carried away as well.
Yeah.
That's what we've got to remember. Like, we put so much weight on a lot of these people's shoulders. Just have some fun. You're 18. Get out there and just win these matches.
The thing with her, though, Ben, I literally would put her. I know we've bigged up, say, on the men's tour. I think the equivalent is Alcaraz. Let's compare her to Alcaraz. I think she's better in comparison to what an Alcaraz is. That's how good that's how good she is. She played in the French Open last year, and she beat someone in the main draw. I think 30 in the world or something. I think someone said it, which is absolutely ridiculous. There we go. LS Fighter saying was at the French Open last year. Yeah, Jem Brady. That was it. French Open. So,
I know.
Yeah, unbelievable. It truly is unbelievable. And another one, what happened? Where was that? LS Fight also saying she won the Danish Women's Championship at 14 years old, which was 1 year younger than when Caroline Wozniacki won it.
So
and we know what a career Wozniacki went on to have. Exactly. For me, Tauson's the real deal. She can do it on both surfaces. She's already shown she can do it on hard. Let's wait until we get to the clay courts win and see what she can do, because I really do think she's going to be running some of these main draw WTA women to the wire and beating them on a lot of occasions.
I think so, man. I think you can see from some of her results as well, going through all of the last 2 or 3 years, how she's just rapidly improving. Last year, she won 12 clay court matches, only lost 2, and in total, 28 wins, 7 losses. This year so far, 19 wins, 3 losses, and all on hard court this time. So imagine when she gets to the clay, that's her preferred surface. This could be somebody challenging the Swiateks and Hallops, people like that on the tour. I think that she can really get that high. And if you weren't following her already, then I'm sure you are now, because she's built up quite a good following on social media now, up to about 17,000 Instagram followers after that win. So everyone knows who she is now. Pressure.
Mate, I can't wait to see her in the next tournament. I'm really going to be getting behind her. We was both wishing that we was able to predict where she would fall in the draw for this one, because we had her going far. Unfortunately, she was a qualifier. We didn't really know where she would have placed, but it's really interesting to see how far she can develop and how far she's going to go, because I think it's all down to her now. I think she can really go super far and reach the top of the game. Like I said, reminiscent for me to Bianca Andreescu when she broke through.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're definitely right. And she can, if clay's her service, then she's got obviously somebody from last year's winner, Iga. Like that's somebody you can just definitely take that blueprint and roll it out for yourself, because she just showed how to win that French Open with almost ease, really. So this could be maybe one of her main competitors in years to come. That could be a Grand Slam final we're talking about in say like 3-4 maybe even a couple of years. You never know.
You never know, mate.
Never know how good she's gonna get. I want to see her on clay this year and see how much her game's evolved, because she's already got to the second round of the French, and that was last year. So sky's the limit, mate, for her, I think.
Yeah, and before we get onto the bracket and see who won all the different brackets, what I want to just touch on, if you just go up slightly, mate, we'll go on her run to win this tournament, because for your first WTA tournament to be doing what she did, obviously she had to go through the qualifiers. She won them 3, all in straight sets. So you're thinking, she's looking good. First round, Alexandrova, the number 1 seed for the tournament. Couldn't have really got much harder in the whole tournament. Straight sets, victory. And if you look at some of these sets, they're 6-1, 6-2s. It was comfortable. It was really comfortable. She beat Babos, I think, 6-1 something or another. Then Camila Giorgi, Badoza, Galop. And then in the final, another straight sets. She is really amazing. Honestly, there 6-4, 6-1 against in the final as well.
She's serving up breadsticks for fun in this tournament, mate. She literally, everybody was getting battered down with a baguette. It looked like the Tauson baguette. Maybe that's going to be her niche. She serves up at least 1 baguette per match. But she's pretty impressive. And considering like the level, look, they're pretty close in the rankings. 102, 96 that she is now.
Mate, she's not on 100 in the world player. She's well beyond that. It's just a matter of time until she rises. I remember when Sinner was well up there as well. And then we saw what happened to him. It's the same kind of thing. She needs to get seeded quick, though. That's why I hope she plays some more tennis. And we see her before the French Open. They're playing a few more, because it would be good if she can maybe enter through the main draw without having to go through the qualifiers. maybe that's probably a bit of too much of an ask. But even if she can just push her level up, it will definitely help her chances for qualifying and getting into tournaments.
Yeah, hopefully she can just, like you say, avoid those qualifiers, and then she might have an easier path through as well. She might be able to get to a third, fourth round, and then if she gets on a run like she did in this tournament, I think she's like a Swiatek. You get on a run, there's no stopping her. She starts battering you off the court like Swiatek was doing at the French Open last year. Incredible, to be honest. I think that as we've said enough. I think we've just doing it to the death now, just singing her praises. I think we should move on to maybe just some of today's action and just speak about some of those bit crazy results. C12 Travel 21 constantly saying that we did a poll, and 3 of the players we said are they going to win are all out, apart from Rublev now.
Yeah, we definitely jinxed the players, that's for sure.
I think so. Only
Even
Rublev.
Federer. Only Rublev remains. So it looks like he's going to win then, isn't it?
Well, it could. Well, mate, don't put words in my mouth. Let me just bring up, and then we can just have a look at some of those results. Anyway, Bastiashvili, mate, could be the dark horse maybe of the whole tournament.
And then what else you can do is quickly before you do that, maybe get up the Google sheet so we can announce the winners of the last year of the last tournaments, because we've not actually spoke about them, and we've not spoke about who's actually won Lyon, because I believe someone predicted Tauson to win the whole thing.
No. Surely not.
I actually think maybe finalists. I'm not sure. That's what I wanted to get up. Okay, but someone definitely put Tauson all the way. Whether they won it or final, I'm not sure. And I think they definitely deserve a big shout out, because that's incredible. Wow. Fair play to you. And I think we've got whoever it was, Nat. Is it Nat?
Are we on? Look, goes to WTA. Apologies. So we had Tauson. Oh, it was Nat.
Here we go. And that was me. Well done, Matt. Well done, Matt. You absolutely smashed it, mate. Ridiculously good. I can't believe it. I think you're the only one, really, who picked Tauson. So makes sense as why you won. But, we definitely need to give you a shout-out on the podcast for picking her. It's all good and well, me and Ben talking about her now. Yeah. But you're the one who actually picked her to win the tournament. So, mate, I'll literally take my hat off to you right now. Look. There we go. Hat off to you, mate.
I don't know if you want to see my hat. It's a bit of a state. But well done for picking Tauson. I don't think even in our wildest dreams we thought that was going to happen, but it did. And great for her. We're seeing some good tournament winners. We obviously had Juan Manuel Cerundolo on the men's side. That was great to see some young men win in the tournament. Now we got some young women winning tournaments as well. Great. The next generation coming through. Finally, we're getting to see some fresh faces out there. And it looks like on the men's side, if it's no one else wants to win it from the big guys, Rublev will just take it.
If everyone pulls out, Rublev takes it. And I can see there, mate. You're overtaking me on the women's now. You're winning 4-3. So you won. You might have to zoom in. I can't see that.
Sorry, I know I've been trying to. I don't know how to do it on this Excel, mate. It won't
Control plus.
Maybe I'll try. Okay, I'll try it. Control plus, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm going to end up doing something to my computer.
Like removing the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I do like deleting the whole. There must be a zoom button or something, is there not?
No, it doesn't matter. As long as you read it out, I'm pretty sure they can see it. It's just me.
There we go. I've got a little zoom there. Done it on the settings. There you go, mate. We'll learn how to use the.
Ben, Lyon and Qatar. Vamos. I can't. You have to read it, mate. I can't read it.
Right. So we got Vamos Rafa was winning in Qatar for Kvitova, which obviously I had as my winner. I finished third in that one. So close. I had the winner. Finally, I managed to pick a winner and I didn't win it. I was like, Jax. Never mind. But still, well done, Vamos Rafa. And is that Mary Sky winning in Adelaide there? Did we have that one before, was it?
Yeah, that was before.
So. Yeah, okay.
Well, so on to the men's.
Onto the men's, as you can see there. We have got the winner we had JG winning there in Buenos Aires. You had Schwartzman winning the whole thing.
Yeah, and Harry Carrillo did it well. I can't really claim it, mate. Harry Carrillo smashed the whole thing. So credit to him. But at least I managed to get one back on you.
Well, and just speaking about that, I say it was Thomas Rock, which is leading the way. Forgot to put the top tippers up. I want to say thanks to everybody for your contributions during the Federer return. It was really, really much appreciated. I knocked that one up quickly just before we came on. Look at that. We've got Mellors and Wild Live have jumped onto the leaderboard then. The battle on 4th and 5th again. Great to see. Great to see you guys, and really appreciate everybody's donations to the channel. Really helps us out. Let's have a quick look at the other ones. So we had, which other ones do we have? I won Rotterdam, you won Buenos Aires. Was the Singapore one was before, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah. So that's it, mate. It was only
Was
just
that
them
all?
two. It was only a quick mention.
Nice.
You can go through the results now.
Okay, I'll ping those ones up next. Going all over the place today. So many different screens. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Right. Okay. We'll just have a quick look at these. I don't know if you caught any of these matches today. I can do a little quick change, mate. We've had Rotterdam up for far too long for my liking. Oh, yeah, you're doing it. There you go. Oh, sorry. You did it at the same time. There you go. Oh.
Nope.
Did you change it again?
No, I didn't press that.
There you go. Anyway, so we've got obviously Taylor Fritz. No one called Taylor Fritz going this far. How come?
No. Well, say no one. Just me and you. I'm sure someone had Taylor Fritz going that far. And the way he's been playing, I'm a bit surprised. I'm not actually that surprised. I mean, I thought Fritz has been doing solid, and he's a really on the rise player. Did well obviously in the Australian Open. Run Djokovic close. Credit to him. I'm definitely going to be including him in a few more brackets going forward.
Definitely.
Rublev, another dot win.
That's it.
Bassasvili beat Federer. Wow, couldn't believe what was happening. Didn't give Bassasvili an actual chance, to be fair. Wouldn't expect him to even have taken a set, especially after losing the first set. I saw a statistic today. When Federer takes the first set at ATP main draw, it's usually 93% he wins the match.
Wow.
So
that's pretty impressive.
What Bassasvili's done is just remarkable, really.
Mate, it is. It's ridiculous. Considering his bad form that he was in, he's playing really well this tournament. I think in this match today, he just looked like he was not going to have any of it from Federer. He just was looking pissed off all the time. Every time he was hitting the ball, serving, just no respect towards Federer whatsoever. Like, I don't care who you are. He was hitting the ball so hard, Bassasvili. Federer was struggling to control the returns. And it proved costly at the end. Federer had one match point on the Bassasvili serve at 5-4 in that final set, but couldn't take it. And then Bash broke him straight away after holding, and pretty comfortably, really. And then went on to win with a great cross-court winner back behind Federer. So well played, Bassasvili, to be honest. Back to his best a little bit. Yeah.
Really do. How do you see this one playing out now? So obviously we're going to have the semi-finals, Rublev, Agut, and then Bassasvili, Fritz in the other semis. I'll give you mine now. I think Fritz will beat Bassasvili and then Rublev. So I think we'll see a Rublev-Fritz final.
I'm going to go Bassasvili versus Rublev, I think, as well. I think I just got a feeling that Rublev's just, it's his to lose again now. Now that everyone's out, it opens up again. He gets extra rest. And everybody else has been through 3 sets, like just in there. So it's couldn't work any more in your favour for me. So I think it's going to be Rublev's to lose. I think I wouldn't have picked him before the tournament because he just won a tournament. But 2 buys, I had Dominic Thiem in my bracket, but I'll go Rublev now. I've just done a song for him, so I got a little bit of a soft spot for him. So it's 2
mate,
now.
I'll have to agree. I think he's going to do it yet again. He just always finds a way, just in the tournament when it matters. I bet he's glad he entered now and didn't pull out.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine if he was thinking about pulling out before the thing, and then his opponent pulled out, and then he thought, maybe I'll play. And
maybe Fuchsovich would have played then if Rublev pulled out. Could have had another Fuchsovich in the final.
Might have wanted revenge, mate, from that last tournament. Might have got his own song. But let's have a quick look down. I just want to briefly touch on it. It's Rinderknecht knocking out Fokina was the one for the day for me. I just wanted to bring that one up with you. What do you think of that?
Bit of a shock, mate. Bit shocked. I didn't think Rinderknecht was up to the level, but it is in France. So you kind of understand that. But the nature on which he beat Fokina makes me think that Fokina was injured. I know he's been suffering badly with injuries. I don't know why he keeps playing. I think he should just have a rest for a few tournaments to get himself back fully fit. I've seen him limping when he's playing. I'm not sure really what he's trying to achieve. We know how good he is. It was good enough to win the first set, 6-3, but you can't just keep playing through injury, especially when you're a young guy like that. I think it's going to cause more of an impact to him. So that's my opinion on that one.
Yeah, and we go down. there were some people chatting in the Discord yesterday. I forget who it was chatting, but they were talking about Varillas. And as you can see here, he's up against Coria, and Varillas looks like he's back to that form that he had last year when he went on that storming run of wins.
Was it the year before?
Might have been the year before. Sorry.
Yeah.
I might be getting carried away and forgetting that we had a year that was nothing last year.
Yeah, it was the year before for sure, but he was brilliant. I remember we was always talking about him at work. On the clay courts, he was beating everyone. And this result wouldn't be too shocking if it was 2 years ago. But I think it's still a close one. I'm not that shocked to see Varillas beating him. The big one for me there, Cerundolo, just crumbled. I watched the match, and Bueno was just too good. I think Cerundolo had a bit of an off day. And both of them really super disappointing, going out in really comfortable fashion as well. But
I know
it's going to be a learning curve. You do see that from young players. I'm hoping they're both going to be back to their best for the next one, and hopefully they won't disappoint too much. Muguruza Sabalenka, that is a huge match, and Muguruza yet again. Just no one. I don't know. It just seems so good right now. It's like the best. She is I feel like saying she's the female Rublev.
A little bit, yeah, but when she came up in the final against Kvitova, she got battered, mate. It was bizarre.
It's weird.
Kvitova in finals, as we found out, her final statistics are ridiculous. She sort of maintains the cool under pressure, it seems. Mertens there at bageling Pegula, which I was a bit shocked by.
Not really. I think Mertens looks strong. I think Mertens can win this tournament. That's how good she's been for me. I think it could be. I'm not sure how the draw plays out, but potentially looking there, I think Mertens Muguruza final could be really on.
I think we want to watch out for this girl, mate. I know that I called her to lose the first round, but I'm always so high on her. It's Krajcikova, and she's looking so good this tournament. But, well, look at that win there. 6-love, 6-2. Easy. She's just been winning easy every match. And the other one, sad to see Corey Goff out to the Tyke. The Tyke goes through, mate.
Mate, I would never have predicted that. I always got Goff going through. So, yeah, it's a learning one. Bit disappointing for her, though.
Yeah, quickly touch on this one. Schmeidlova going through against Zarazua. McManally through against Zdancic, and then the other one's just kicking off now. So, but I think that's enough from us today. Just want to say, well, thanks everybody who has joined us for this one. Always remember, if you haven't liked the video yet, come on, help the channel out. Hit that like button. If you want to help the channel out even more, you can download and install the Tennis Clash game, which is pinned in the live chat. Also, if you want to play against myself and JG, we're over on the Discord. Join the Discord. It's in the link in the description below. You can come in there and then offer out me or JG, and I'll probably lose to you. JG will probably beat you. That's the reality.
Yeah, no, come check it out. Come on to Discord and we'll give you a game. But anyway, we'll see you soon. We'll be doing some draw previews at the weekend. Maybe the odd watch along. Hopefully some for the final. Yeah. I'll have to speak to Ben about it. But yeah, we'll see you very soon, guys.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Take care.